on 4.6. We did skip 4.5, so make sure you have your notes out too. Okay, the notes, the packet of notes, so that way you can write this stuff down. That's one thing I forgot to tell you. My bad.
How do you get?
You need your packet of notes out. Do your test corrections later. Notes, woman, where are they?
Right there. Dear God.
Get them out.
My mom is stop.
Let's go.
I'm trying to do my test correction.
No!
Yes. You're not on a pedestrian ruler.
I didn't hit you. I hit the desk.
Close enough to our face.
Tomorrow.
Why can't we do a test corrections right now?
Oh, the test? Did you already do the test?
Yeah, I did.
How'd you do? Then yes, tomorrow.
16.
Then tomorrow. Yeah, I already gave it to you to take it at home and do the quiz at home and then to do that. So yes, tomorrow.
It was just hard. I didn't know.
Did you do it? Did you do the test?
Wait.
What?
She's like my second best. Wait, is it this one?
Okay, good. Launch it. No, it's the note packet that says 4.4 and it has all the.
I forgot it.
That's fine, Deja, as long as you're learning something.
Yeah,
I don't care. As long as that one.
No, that's my bad one.
Whatever one you need. It's the last page. It's the last page. All right, the last page on the notes. We're not doing 4.5. We're doing 4.6.
Really?
It's the very last page. What?
Dear God.
Relax. You're fine.
Yeah, you're not gonna die.
Stop being a baby. All right. I'm not gonna hit you. I don't hit students. Wanted to, if they're, believe me, there are more over the years that I've wanted to smack, but I can't. All right, so as we go through this, huh? No, Justin's not that bad. Justin has, last year, I have a sophomore, Britt Stratton. You know Britt? Stanton, yeah. Britt basically has what I like to call rude Tourette's, where he basically just kept yelling out unfortunate words that he should not have been yelling out. Like, in the middle of class, we'd be doing something and then he would just scream out a word. And I'm just like, buddy, shut up.
Does he have ADHD? Did he really have ADHD?
No, I don't know I don't know anybody's diagnoses. I don't care. It's just, I always told him he's got problems where he just wants to yell at people and call them names. And I'm like, you can't keep doing that. So, it's fine. All right.
That was amazing.
That's not that amazing, buddy. Woo. All right. So, what? Another one?
I haven't gotten one. That was Grace.
No, it wasn't you.
No, it was. That was you. Don't even. Why the fuck is this?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to learn, and I'm going to teach you some tricks on Desmos in relation to tables and lines of fit and graphs. So, as you're going through this on 4.6, wrong one, Deja. We are not doing 4.5, even though it's in the notes. So, if you want to rip 4.5 out, you can, or just leave it alone and skip it. Okay, but we're doing the last page, 4.6. All right, so this is what we're going to be doing today. It's going to be kind of an interesting thing for some of you in here because it's a way for you guys to actually walk through this process and to figure out exactly how to actually do these notes, okay? So I want to make sure you guys understand, we're going to be going over some vocabulary words. Best line of fit. We're going to talk about what a linear regression is. We will probably get to that. Correlation coefficient. It's very important that you guys know what that is. It's also going to be what R equals, okay? And you'll figure out what that means in a second. And then residual and median fit line. All right, you've learned how to find and write equations for lines of fit by hand. We've been doing it by hand. Many calculators use complex algorithms, which are also complex formulas, that find a more precise line of fit called, and I almost forgot how to, I don't want to say it wrong. The best fit line. So you put best fit line. Okay? One algorithm is called linear regression. All right, your calculator may also compute a number, but it says calculator, but in this case it's going to be Desmos. We'll also calculate or compute a number called the correlation coefficient. Now, make sure you guys understand what this actually is. Okay, this number will tell you if your correlation is positive or negative, and how closely the equation is modeling the data. Okay, the closer the correlation coefficient is to 1 or -1, the more closely the equation models the data. Okay, so that's nice, but this is what it actually means. Yesterday, if you guys remember, while we were working, we'd have random dots that were like this, okay? And they kind of went in a little area, whatever. All right, so here's what we did. Yesterday, we drew a line of fit that would kind of go through it like this, okay? Now, with that line of fit, what it is, the correlation coefficient means this. The closer all of these dots are to the line, the more closer the number is going to be to 1. All right, so for example, this is fine, and this would be a good correlation. However, this would be a lot better. Okay, where basically if I were to just plot out those points and draw a line through it, it looks fantastic. That's kind of what we're going with today. Okay, all right, so a couple other things. What I want you guys to do is let me make sure you guys get this. On your notes are step-by-step instructions, which are behind me. On your notes, it says step 1. So tomorrow, after we're done with today, tomorrow, you guys got to understand, what's very important for you guys is to understand is as follows. Okay, tomorrow we will finish, and I will show you how to do number 10 on this little book. Number 10 is best line of fit. This is the only thing you can have on a test next week. So you'll put some of the information down you learned today, including what this is right here. Okay, so proceed to Desmos.com and click on the red. Now it's not red, it's blue rectangle that says start graphing. Whatever. They changed it up. I like it.
Oh, graphing calculator.
Go to graphing calculator or start graphing. It used to say start graphing. All right, when you go to Desmos, now in the upper left-hand corner of it, okay, there is it says on your number 2, says what?
Hit the plus sign.
Hit the plus sign and add a what? Table. That's what it says. Okay? Now plug in the first set of numbers on the chart. Okay? Plug in, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to plug in this example here. 2009, 10. All of those. Okay? Plug those numbers in. I'll do the same. I twisted my ankle. I was leaning over too hard on this extension cord and I rolled my ankle. All right. I have very bad ankles. I almost bit it. Yeah, that was bad. All right. Well, it didn't hurt. I tore all the ligaments in my ankle years ago.
That was
Me, because I almost went down. And then there'll be an image stuck in Emma's head forever.
my computer.
I don't my text correction.
It will. Just relax. Put the numbers in. Just put the numbers on the table, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, where do I go? Oh, for the Desmos. You click it. Why does it look like that? You said you knew how to do it. No, I don't know.
Yeah, we know.
Wait, graphing calculator?
Yes. And then it says right here in step 2, click the plus icon, add a table, enter the values into the appropriate boxes.
It's just making plus sign. Plus sign.
Plus sign. That's an X. And thank God you know the difference between plus and X.
Where do I go now?
Table. It says read. It says right here.
Oh, hallelujah. How do I make more boxes?
As you enter the numbers, they automatically
Oh my
appear.
gosh, why are you getting so upset? Do I type in these numbers?
Yes.
Or those?
No, it's X and Y, girl. X.
Never mind.
Now, here's the issue. Please don't say, Mr. Steiger, it's not working. I don't see the numbers. Because what is the X value that I go to up here?
I don't see the.
Well, my graph is what? What does it say? 10? And what is my X coordinate?
Wait, what? Just leave everything.
It's 2009.
125.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, zoom out
There we go.
until you find it. Hey, there are my dots.
Wait,
And then you want to put them near the middle and then zoom back in so you can see them. See as they start to come into connection here?
keeps leaving all my stuff.
Oh, I see it.
Wait,
Okay,
10, 10,
When
Go.
we zoom in on them?
11.
Just zoom in so you can see what's going to happen. Okay. Now, please be aware, your dots may look different than mine depending on how you zoom in and out. Some of you do this with your fingers and you pinch it. Okay, if you pinch it and they go more flat, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's about the ratio that comes. So I've had students where it's come flat and somewhere it's gone really long because they pinch it in and out the wrong way. Okay, does that make sense? The dots, how they look, doesn't matter. Just put the dots down. Let me know when you guys are. I'm gonna wait, make sure everybody's got most of them done. You're done, right?
Oh, no. I did more.
3.
I thought you had to. I want to move my mouse and move it. I know. So,
I got partial.
Oh, okay, that's right. You. All right. So, zoom in and out. Okay. Step 3 says to do what? On the notes.
it says to proceed to line 2 and enter the following formula.
All right. So proceed to line 2 and enter the following formula. Y1.
How do I add one?
You don't. You just click on it.
I am, but it's not being tapped. Oh, never mind.
You're welcome. Wait, what are we?
Woo!
Wait, how do I do the 1 like below the Y?
Just type Y1. It'll automatically put it down below.
It did.
Wait.
How do I do the squiggly line?
All right. The squiggly line, ladies and gentlemen, is shift, and it's the line under your escape key.
Where's the my escape key?
It's in the upper left-hand corner. All right. There's a little squiggly line, just like that. And then you type in mx1 plus b. Now, here, wait a second. mx1, everybody look up here, plus, and then by the time you hit b,
We'll make a line.
Wait, why did you do that?
the line should appear. If it does not,
Oh, I clicked equals.
yeah, you cannot put equals, it has to be squiggly.
I did.
All right, is everybody good? That's fine. Whatever, as long as you know how to do this part. This, what? Squiggly line?
I want the last one.
Oh, I found it.
Y, and then it's shift. And then it's mx1 plus b. All right, so here's what happens. So I got to make sure you guys understand you are basically beginning level programmers. I put that in quotation marks. Because this is what you guys need to understand, okay? On here, basically what you just did is you told Desmos, or you gave Desmos a chart, a table. And the table is labeled X1, and it's labeled Y1. And so what you did is you said, listen, Desmos, this is what I want you to do. I want you to create an equation that looks like a linear equation, y equals mx plus b. But I want you to use the values of y1, which go right here, and x1, which are right here. Okay, now, I need everybody's attention so you guys understand as you do this on the quiz, in case you mess up. If you don't have a line up here, and you start typing these out, and it looks like this, where nothing appears. You get an answer down here, but you don't have a line. Guess what? It's wrong. Okay, now, because this is what you guys need to know. This is what I mean by programmers, okay, is that you are telling me in this formula, you're looking for y1, which matches up. If this value is anything other than 1, like this one's 2, if I change this in my formula now to a 2, it's connected. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Okay? Y1, Y1. If this is X1, this has to be what?
Excellent.
X1. If it's not, it won't work. So I'm going to put 1 back, and I'm going to change this back to a 1 here. Now, the reason I say that is because if I mess up and I accidentally delete this table and I add a new one, my new table comes up as X2 and Y2. Okay? So you have to make sure you actually would change these values with this formula. All right, so today, you put in your first formula, congratulations. This is what I want you to write down, okay? What this is stating is, on your notes, underneath here, you put what is your R value? I want you to put your R, your M, and your B, okay? So on here, my R value is what? It's underneath, step 4.
0.98.
It says, step 4 says, proceed under statistics and tell me what that is. It's 0.98 to the hundredths. R equals 0.98. This is what it means. It means this, remember, it's closer to 1, the better. Look at this line. This line goes through 1, 2, 3, 4 of the dots, and it barely misses the other one. So this is almost a perfect equation. So what this means is, if I were to do a prediction in 2020, this year, Ariana should be making, if her equation stays the same, $22.87. If, hypothetically speaking, if I were to ask you if you could chart this out and you have so much growth, if she wasn't making $22.97 by the year 2020, should she start looking for a different job or try to figure? Yes. Okay, now, there could be other circumstances, but just know that that's how it works. Now, what else is given to you? Number 5. It says under parameters, what is the M and what is the what? B. So take a wild guess what this formula actually does for you. My M is 1 point what? 17. No, it's 1.21. And then my B value is a negative 2430 point what? 04. On the very bottom down here, your last piece. What?
How do you get that? Oh, over here.
Yeah, it's right there. Nearest hundreds. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I were to give you a plot, all these plots, and I said, hey, do me a favor, write me a linear equation based on this information, could you? Yes. Because remember, what is a linear equation? Y equals M X plus what? So there's your linear equation. That's what you need to write down on your notes.
Why is mine different?
What's wrong? 10/5, you forgot, 2011.
Oh.
So put it down below. You don't have to go in order. It doesn't have to go in order. You make that the last point. Leave it in order. All right, any questions on this? Now, let me show you. All right, are we okay where we're at right now? Everyone understand what we've done? All right, so let me make sure you guys fully understand right now that what we are about to do, some of you, it's later in the day. Some of you will remember this. Some of you will not. What we are about to discuss can be found on YouTube under 4.6, in case you forget. Let me show you a shortcut. It's not for this. All right, we'll come back to this. So, putting in all these points and this formula, what did I find? I found my M and my what?
R and B.
And B. My R, my B, my M. All right, so let's go home. Justin, between 0 and 10, the numbers have to be between 0 and 10. Give me a coordinate point.
I just deleted everything.
7 and what?
3.
Thank you. Great minds back there. 7 and 3. Okay, so I plotted 1 point, 7, 3. Usually, right now, what are we giving you? Sometimes I'm asking you to write a line by plotting how many points? 2. Would anybody else like to give me a plotted point? All right. Go ahead, Emma. You just said no, thank you.
I know.
So give me a point.
So
9 and 2.
9 and 2.
9 and like 8.
8, 4. All right, let's see what 8, 4 does. So fun. You guys are like so close. Huh, that one actually works. That's weird.
Mine doesn't work.
No. This is what I mean. Let me ask you. If I ask you and on a test and I give you 2 points and I say, write the linear equation, and you put these in here, what is the linear equation of these 2 points?
What is going on?
-1,
Wait, what is
No.
1. What?
So,
Minus.
let me use a different, this one actually is the first one that worked. When we, on homework recently, we've given you 2 points, right? And I've said either write it in slope, huh? No, I say write it, I give you 2 coordinate points and I say give me a linear equation where you have to write it as y equals mx plus b, right? If I put those 2 points in decimals right now, did I just find my y equals mx plus b?
Yes,
Why? Where is it?
it's right there.
Wrong. It's right here. Y equals mx plus what?
But you can just do rise over run.
All right, so let's change the formula. Give me 2 other points. Give me a negative, by the way.
-4, 7. No, -4, 7.
They use 7 twice.
See? We could find the rise over run.
That's a hard one.
Mine didn't work.
What's the slope of that line?
What the heck?
It's negative 0.36 repeating. Now, I need to look at something real quick. This might not work with this one. Oh, it might actually. Let me see.
8 over 24. That's my slope.
It's actually 9 over 25.
Okay, well, 9 over 25. 1 off.
Let me make sure you guys understand what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, because some of you are just like spacing out and you're not understanding what's going on here.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get one that's close.
Wait, no. What are we trying to do though?
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Shh. Yeah. Hold on. Did 5 already. Let's not do a negative. Keep doing the same thing.
Do a different number then.
So funny. I'm looking at something here that you guys might not be able to see. Okay. This is what I want to make sure you guys understand. When earlier in the week on the homework, including 4-1, 4-2, and all that good stuff, okay, I was giving you guys 2 points. Okay, here's an example of what 2 points would be. All right, so on here, I'll put these ones on because I looked at something else. Say, for example, I say here is -1 and -9, and then I give you another point of 3, 3. You guys don't know how to do the math on this. And you go into decimals and you put this formula in and you plot this out. What numbers is it giving me my linear equation? The answer is yes. Look, I put in 2 points. I put in this equation. Does it give me the slope? It's right here. Does it give me the y-intercept?
Yes.
It's right here. So if you put in 2 points in the decimals and you use this formula, you can get your y equals mx plus b without doing any what? Work or math. What is my m? It's 3, and my b is -6. If I were to come in here and change it, let me see if I can make it work. Oh, here's another one. This is perfect. Here's the problem. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, some of you don't know this, and I'm fine with that. When you work on these things, what you guys need to know also is, remember when we do a slope, okay, you'd have to give me the what? Usually is it a decimal, 0.25?
No.
No, it's actually supposed to be a what? A fraction. Do you guys know on Desmos, if I type in 3.25, sometimes guess what happens? Do you know what this button does right here?
About like round to.
No, it changes it to a fraction. So what is the slope of that line?
13/4.
13/4. And then you would say, all right, what is the y-intercept of that line? Remember, it can't be in a decimal. It would have to be negative, what? 5.75? What is that as a fraction? -23/4. So you guys realize if I were to ask you to plot these 2 points, find the slope and the y-intercept, could you do that using this formula?
Yes.
Yes. Here's the only problem. It only works if it's not a repeating decimal, which is what I was struggling with. I kept getting 0.333 repeating. Do you guys know what that fraction is? Most of you don't. Okay, but 0.33 repeating is actually, it's not 33/100, it's actually 1/3. But it can't do that. So if I were to add another 3 here, it just keeps changing the formula. Add another 3, it keeps doing it. So it doesn't work for everything, okay? But you guys have to understand, sometimes I can put in 2 point values right here, and guess what it does? It gives you your equation. All right, so some of you in here need to start possibly using decimals if you can't figure out your long-term math. Some of you aren't very good at it, and that's okay. Can you use this to help you out? The answer is yes. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is continue on the table values on the homework, okay? See if you guys can finish up these values, put these ones in. Try to see, give me the R, give me the M, and give me the B for all of these, okay? And then if you have time, put the little equation down here at the end where it's y equals mx plus b. Any questions on that? All right, do that real quick. And then in about 5 minutes, we're going to go to the next page. So you're not going to be able to do them all, but I'll give you the answers to all of them in a second here. Okay, any questions on that? All right, do the, so here's the deal, Miss Hatch. I know you don't have a computer and you probably don't have a phone that works on it. You've got to make sure that you can put these equations in, this formula in, so that way we can try to implement and make your Texas education succeed. Because right now, you're letting that sit down. What?
On the grade book for the progress report thing, it doesn't have a day in this class.
That's got to be a like mine. Dang.
Right there. Oh, I got it.
I must have made a mistake.
What is it?
Dang.
None yet.
Oh, what? I had to make a mistake.
A.
He's gonna go make sure he got the grades right.
Mr.
How the hell is that?
Mr.
No, not that. I'm looking at something else. Shush.
Mr.
You say rude. You're never gonna be talked to again.
Mr.
Once you get all these, once you read all these, it's done. No, I just need to.
Sure, have you Feeling good? Look at you. Yeah, it's good for you.
You
Alright.
always want on?
No, I don't care. I'm tired, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to, I gotta teach
That's
you.
just so easy.
Thank you though for.
No, I am that.
By the way, I'll try to teach about it. I don't know. It took a while. It was like
I'm
5
looking
minutes.
forward to that.
What?
I'm getting canes after this class.
What?
You guys, just so you guys know, I'm getting canes after this class.
Well, I hope you throw up. Hope they don't cook the chicken all the way through and you get poisoned. All right.
Fine, I'll just eat the bread.
Then he hopes you eat raw dough. Like, there's no way getting out of that.
I hope you get the poops. All right. I can't eat canes anymore, so it's fine.
Why?
Why?
I can't have wheat anymore.
Because he's
Found out a year ago I have celiac. I'm allergic to it.
What's that?
It's where you can't eat any.
It's where you can't have any wheat.
Like flour.
Flour, wheat flour, yeah.
I have, I'm on a diet, so.
This is Diane.
But
I was gonna say
I.
Thanksgiving.
I'm just kidding.
It's my cheat day, and then.
I was supposed to go on a diet, but it's
What?
not working.
Who's that?
Diet. It's not even
Why are
a
you
diet.
two? You're
I know I'm too young to go on a diet.
dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Don't go.
I was supposed to do it with my
Now I can't post this on
I'm
YouTube.
sealing out soda, chips, candy, and.
Well, that's just snack food. That's not a diet.
What do you weigh right now?
What would I say that?
Why are you trying to get? Why are you guys going to diet?
Bonnie.
Wait.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, you
You
can
don't
eat
ask
healthier.
a girl
You
how
guys are
much she
skinny,
weighs.
so you're
So
fine.
Why does it matter? I weigh 150 pounds.
You don't ask a girl
You don't
that.
ask a girl her weight, nor do you say you're pregnant. Oh, you look pregnant. Are you pregnant?
No,
No.
obviously I never say that, but you can
Just
ask
like,
somebody how much.
oh hell no. I mean, hey,
Is
Um,
Shella?
what?
Cups, like gift cups.
Cups?
Yeah, me too, so.
How,
Hey.
what kind of cups?
Like just
Don't be-
I only have two tiny. I only have Daisy. I only have the little Dixie cups. Tiny baby. That was very good.
Oh. We need like so.
Yeah, I don't have any solo cups.
Do you know anyone?
No,
Mr.
because they
Floyd.
all use them for a party.
Who? Mr. Floyd.
Mr. Foy has solo cups.
Where's his? Oh, I don't know.
What the hell?
He's a science teacher.
How's that
He has
messed up?
everything. He has his little closet.
I know Mr. Cassie.
Well, I probably did that just for nothing.
Well, you might have, you could check the science link down here. Foy's down by Cassie. He's right there.
Okay.
Sorry. No. I only have little Dixie cups.
Bye, thank you.
Red solo cup. All right,
I was just thinking that.
ladies and gentlemen, make sure as we go through this that you guys write these down. Okay, check your progress later.
I think I did this.
See how you did it. See if you got it right. Okay, compare your answers. R equals 0.59. M equals 2.52. B equals negative 5040. 37. See how close you got? Okay, the other one here would be R equals 0.849. And then it would be M equals
Wait, I can't see.
595. And then B is a very big number. Negative 11,896.3. Okay, watch YouTube if you need to get the rest of them. But I want to make sure we can get to the back side of this equation. If you start getting these tables and you get the gist of it, you're fine. If, ladies and gentlemen, you're going through these and you're missing more of these and you didn't get either one of these right, please let me know and contact me and we can talk about
It's
it.
literally just three numbers in your graph.
Ding, but some people can't do it. That one already missed one. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, don't miss a number. All right, as you're going through this, let's verify this. On Alice also tonight, on the homework, it's going to ask you to, it's going to give you a picture of 4 graphs, look just like this. And it's going to ask you for data, or it's going to talk to you about this stuff. For which data set is the correlation coefficient closest to -1? It'll also ask you which one shows the least evidence, And it could ask you which one has the coefficient that appears to be equal to 1. You have to click on a drop-down box and change them. So let's look at this here. This one right here looks like what? Does that look like it's almost 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost perfect. So actually this one right here would be the answer to that is 2. Which one looks like it has the least amount of evidence of a linear relationship?
1.
Number 1.
That has no curve.
Now, here's where you got to understand. This is also a what? That's close, but this one here is a negative. Now, this is a 1. This is it's a strong correlation, but it's still a positive what?
1.
What is that? That figure 4. Is that a positive or a negative correlation? Negative. So that'd be the one that's closest to -1. Okay? Look at the next 4 graphs and tell me what the answers to the next 4 are. There's 3 questions. Figure out which one is which. By looking at the graphs. All right. Simple enough. Which one of these is closest to -1? Okay, you guys know it would be 4, right? Now, these are both negative, but this one is what? Closer and stronger than the others. That makes sense to you guys. Okay, which one has the closest to 0? It'd be 2. Which one has the strongest positive? It'd be 1, because that's the only one. So please make sure as you guys are going through this, you understand what questions are asked on the homework and that you can match the graphs. All right, last piece of the puzzle here.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
So no correlation with these making a 0 correlation?
Yeah, 0. Yeah. All right. The last thing here I need to make sure you guys understand is that on Alex, and I'll show you an example of this tomorrow, if you need to work on it tonight for homework, okay? On Alex, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to give you, it gives you a graph, a table like this, and it gives you the best line of fit. And then it gives you, underneath of it all, it gives you a couple of problems. I had to reduce it down and rewrite it so I could only give you 1 per graph, okay? All right. Here's the reality with this, okay? We are looking and we're going to text for 4 hours. Time texting is what? 4 hours. What is the observed time?
4.
Not 4, but what? My observed time exercising is what?
4 hours and 15
Oh.
minutes.
4.5. Okay, so you take this number here and it goes where? Up there. All right, same with the other one. Let's do this again.
Would that be 4.5 hours or 4 hours?
It'd be like 4 hours and, 4.5, 4.5 hours.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, I don't know. That's a good question because they all stop at 0.5. It could be 4 hours and 50 minutes. Okay, I don't know what that would be. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, on this one here, this says working 7.9. I'd want you to have it what? 7.9. So what is your number?
3350.
3350, where it says what is the observed. So you observed 3350. Okay, so what you guys need to know now is this, okay? There's a prediction model using the best line of fit. Y equals negative 0.4. But instead of X, I'm going to put in a number. And that number is the highlighted number, which is 4. And then you put that in a calculator and you give me the answer. Okay, so it'd be Y equals, and when you put that in there, you do the math, 537. Okay, so this is what this means. Okay?
It's not negative anymore?
No, because that'd be negative 1.6 plus 6.97 equals what? 5.37. Okay, so I just skipped a step and did the math. All right, here's what I got to make sure you guys understand. This equation is being graphed. Okay, it's got a slope of negative 0.4. So it starts at this and it goes down. But in reality, what happens, okay, this is on the line. But reality, what did we see? And so what you have to do is you're understanding there's a residual that you have to find. Desmos finds it for you. However, I do need you to see if you can do it by hand, and Alex will ask you. You find the residual, which is the difference of your observed, which is 4.5, and it's minus your predicted, 537. And then when you put that in your calculator, you would get negative 0.87, and that is your residual effect. This is the space that is between the dot and the actual line itself. Okay? So on this one, it's the same thing. All right? Predicted spent, you'd be y equals 0.6, and then you put in a number here, plus 22.3. The number we would put in there would be 7.9. Then you would do the math on that. Y equals 2704, just like this. And so the observed would be 33.5 minus 27, and what you get is a number 646. So you have to do this math, but let me show you what this actually means. Okay? All right, you may look at this and say, what the hell are we looking at? Let me try to see if I can show you. All right, on Desmos, if I were to take this and graph this, so let me get rid of all the stuff we've had fun with today, okay, and try to show you the example. On Desmos, or on this example, that last one, it said the line of fit was y equals, so it said the line of fit, it was y equals 0.6x, and then it's plus 22.3, okay? This is my equation. So if I zoom out on this, here's my actual equation. So that's what the best line of fit says. But what was my reality? My reality was, if you guys look, it said you observed 7.9, and when you observed it, your actual point was 33.5. So this is what it means. The number you found, the $6.46, or the $6.46 is the distance between the line of fit and reality. So residual means, what's the distance between this line and this point? That's what we just found. Okay? So what happens is we used Desmos, the y, the squiggly line, mx1 plus b, to find all the residual points, to add them all up, and then divide them up. If we had to do it by hand, we would have to plug in every single number, just like we did on this homework right here. We would plug in this, and then we would subtract this number from every value that we would plug in. We'd have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And then we would get a residual. What I want you guys to understand is that Desmos basically took all of the math and did it super fast, and it came out with an equation of the distance between here and here. That's what the R stands for. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, so please understand, what I want you guys to do tonight is work on this stuff. Work on the homework. Tomorrow when we come in, we'll put the best line of fit information on your little booklet that you can use on the test, and then we will start the review in class. So please make sure you have your computers. Any questions on that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll work on the review. I'll show you the example on the homework. Get the test corrections done.
Oh yeah, I did mine. Did I give them to you?
Where are they?
In my backpack.
That's not where they belong.
Test corrections are tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Woo! We're waiting until the end to do everything. We are procrastinating, Mr. Steiger.
Yes.